Hi everybody, my name is Luke. I'm one of the Student Experience Coordinators at Coventry University Students' Union, and today I'm going to be explaining how memberships of societies can enhance the student experience for students. Before we start, just a little bit about myself so you know who I am and what I do. Like I said, my name is Luke. I'm one of the Student Experience Coordinators. I am a Coventry alumni. I studied here from 2014 to 2018, studied sports management. I had a brilliant time, and it was a massive factor in why I came back and worked here. Part of my job is that I work closely with the societies that are based within the Faculty of Arts and Humanity and the Health and Life Sciences. So that can range from the Coventry Phoenix Dance Team to the Criminology Society. So it's quite a broad spectrum. Aside from work, I am a big cricketer when the weather permits, and I'm also an Arsenal fan. So on a Monday morning, I'm either going to be in a great mood or in a slightly foul mood. As the past season showed, it was sort of more the latter, but new season, new start, so fingers crossed. So moving on to why join a society. So there's many reasons why someone could join a society, but the list could go on and on and on. These are the ones that I think are the most beneficial in enhancing the student experience and overall attracting people to join a society. So firstly, it's meeting like-minded people. Whatever your society is, there will be a main interest around it. There'll be a reason why you've all joined it. More likely than not, you're going to have the same interest for that. If you're in wind band, it's because you play an instrument within an orchestra and you find that a passion of yours. The fact that there's a society that has loads of people with that similar interest to you gives you an outlet to meet new people, create new friendships, create new relationships. The students that might struggle to meet new people, whether that be because of living circumstances, for those that might be living at home and sort of only come in for lessons, and or those that don't go out drinking, they might feel like they don't get as good a chance to meet new people. So societies provide that outlet for a lot of students to meet like-minded people, and like I say, create relationships. Secondly, trips and tours. Again, I'll touch on this a little bit later, a bit more detail. But essentially, thanks to the CGE, so Centre for Global Engagement, there's an incredible amount of funding available to students within societies on top of the funding that's already applicable to those that are studying. This means you can go on trips for next to nothing, and is always a massive factor for why some students will join a society, because it will give you the option to travel whilst at university, which many people might not think is possible due to financial restrictions, but like I say, because of the funding available, that is a real possibility. Additionally, it's a great way to enhance your CV. Now, whether you're just a member of a society, if that's something you can put in your CV that employers will look at and see that, whether it's an interest within something a bit more academic, you've shown that you've gone out of your way to enhance your learning that way or create a broader understanding of the topic. Or if you decide to take it even further and become a committee member, that shows employers that you've taken on a managerial role, a bit more responsibility, shows that you're responsible. I personally was president of the basketball team in my second year, and it was something. It was quite challenging. Like anything, I was quite naive to it, and being a second year, I think I might have been a little bit inexperienced with it. But looking back on it, it's provided me some real life skills that I've been able to bring to the workplaces. I can put on my CV and show employers that this is what I did. I'm capable of doing this, this, and this. I'm able to balance my studies with this as well, and come up with a productive year. So it's something to make you stand out a little bit more with your CV. And finally, finding a new passion or reigniting an old one. We have over 150 different societies at university. So the chances, and that's mainly just active ones, so the chances of you having a interest that isn't based around a society is quite unlikely. However, if that is the case, then we're always looking for new societies to be created and born. The more, the better. Come to university, some people, it's a great chance to reinvent yourself. Now, whether there's an interest that you wanted to pursue and you never really understood how to or thought you could, join a society is a great opportunity to do that. And similarly, if there was something you used to do when you were younger and for whatever reason you fell out of love with or you can carry on, being at university gives you that opportunity again, because like I say, the chances are there'll be a society that are based around that. So, it's great for people that are starting out with an interest or those that are looking to pick one back up. Moving on, trips and tours. Like I say, The funding available, thanks to CGE, is incredible. Now, trips within Europe that last less than 5 days, there's, I believe, up to £350 available. And trips outside of Europe, or those lasting more than 5 days, I believe it's 250. So the company that we use to help us book these, they find really cheap deals. So in some cases, there was a trip last year, I believe it was the Nigerian Society. They managed to go to Amsterdam for 4 days for £10. That included travel, accommodation, and some excursions. Now, I know Ryanair obviously are notorious for cheap flights and stuff. The flights aren't included in that. It normally would be coach travel. However, for £10 for a trip like Amsterdam, you'd be very hard pressed to find that anywhere else. That is a relatively cheap one, but still, on average, I'd say students tend to pay about £30 to £40 depending where you go. Again, that's incredibly low. And as students, always looking for a cheaper option to save a bit of money. And being a member of a society provides you with that option thanks to CG funding. So what societies are there? Like I said earlier, I work specifically with FAH and HLS. However, there's faculties for business and law and engineering and computing. There's societies that are based around that as well, along with all the faith ones and special interests. I've just picked out a few here. So we've got K-pop dance, physiotherapy, acoustic music, criminology, investment, movie club, and many more. For a full list, if you head to cusu.org/societies, you'll be able to see all our active societies and all the current dormant ones that need adopting. Like I say, there's over 150 societies, so the chances are there'll be one there for an interest that you have. So yeah, like I say, it was a bit of a whistle-stop tour, but I hope you understand how societies can really enhance the student experience from, meeting like-minded people, providing students that might not necessarily meet new people with an option to meet people with similar interests and similar hobbies, to providing students with the opportunities to travel the world on next to no money. And the broad spectrum of societies that we have available at the university really does cover the majority of interests and a huge amount of faith societies for all different practicing religions and practicing faiths. So there really is something for everybody. And I think being part of a society does provide students with that family atmosphere, especially some I've seen have grown really close, and some of the relationships that have been formed there are likely to be lifelong. And it's not something you get in a lecture. Obviously, when you're in a lecture, it's quite serious and everyone's there for the same thing. It's not really the most sociable, whereas societies is it's a lot more relaxed and gives people an opportunity to release some stress, and in some cases for the performance ones, get the creative juices flowing and help them step out their comfort zone. So for more information about societies, like I said, head to cusu.org/societies. For there you'll find all the information you'll need regarding the new societies that we have, current societies, and societies that we need adopting. Thanks for listening.